why do you think they read the reviews? They want to see how many people are talking shit about you.
It's going to take some form of payment, how you're saying. Either sweat, money, time.
Just trying to tiptoe in the water a little bit. Not trying to ruffle any feather. Like test, you just want to be nice.
Mm-hmm. In a year from now, you're going to be there no matter what. So do you want to be further ahead by doing video content? Or do you want to be further behind by doing nothing? We are closing the gap on 500,000 views on YouTube. That's not the craziest part. The craziest part is that most of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Do us a solid. Smash that subscribe button and share it with a friend.
Eric, question of the day. Should more people know about your business or less? Do you think if less people know about your business, you're going to make more money?
I think no matter what, more people should know about your business. It doesn't really matter what business you're in. The more people that know about it, the more it's going to benefit you, right?
I think it's a lot of people that are like, yeah, but that's not the right consumer for me. So why do I market? Why do I do it? And that's where your brand is, I think. Yes, that person listening is probably not your customer or someone that can buy from you, but they might know somebody that is. They say you're seven people away from knowing everyone in the world. The thing is that if you line them both up, how do you know who your ideal person is that you want to market to? You got to fuck up and take a couple bad ones to be like, okay, yeah, let's not focus on that type of clients. Let's focus on these type of clients. You had to kind of run through that a little bit.
Yeah. It's like what they say. Bad publicity is still publicity. Good publicity is still going to be publicity. So the more people that know about you, it's only going to benefit you more. Either they're going to be directly your client, or they're going to, or like you said, they're going to know somebody who can refer you, or people are just going to know who you are and what you do. Like we talk about that branding all the time. Like, yes, your branding as a business can be one thing, but then you also got to worry about your personal brand. What is your personal brand? Like you're always building your brand no matter what. Like what you wear, what you say, what you post online. It's all your personal brand, and the more people who know about your personal brand and who you are and what you do, it's like the more they're gonna know about you. And then is that a bad thing? They're gonna know you as, oh, he's the guy who's helping the community out with jobs, or he's doing good things for the community, or he's doing X, Y, and Z. And is that a bad thing? I don't think so.
I think they want to categorize it as a bad thing because they're just afraid to do it. For example, video content. Yes, if you've never done it, dude, it's very awkward, and it sucks because it's something that you're not used to. So yeah, it's gonna feel very uncomfortable when you're doing it. But would you feel better if you did that video and you got one new client? You helped one other person. It all depends on what your goals are for the business. Like, would it change your perspective on it? And it drives me crazy, specifically like home service-based businesses, that you just got to put yourself in the consumer's shoes. Everyone's baby, if it's your vehicle, or if it's your house, it's probably the biggest asset you have. So let's say AC went out, or the roofing went out, or landscape, whatever it is. It's your most prized asset. Are you going to let just some random dude that you don't even know just come start ripping that thing apart? Probably not.
No.
Or maybe, like, say your AC units, whatever, went off. You're not at home, so now you're just going to have some random dude just show up at your house when you're not there. Are you going to do it? Probably not. So the best thing I think businesses like that could do is, like, this is who I am, this is what we do, these are the standards, values that we have. Hey, just so you know, I'm Monico, so when I come in here, check your units, this is who I am. Like, they need to have that. If you're going to people's houses, you need to be able to get... They want to know who's coming in.
They want to know the person behind the brand. They don't want to just... They're not hiring X, Y, and Z roofing company. No, they're hiring you who happens to own this business. It's not just like, oh, this random people that I found on Google. No, it's like this person who actually takes the time to actually put into it.
Yeah, why do you think they read the reviews? They want to see how many people are talking shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, people are going to talk about you and your business regardless. So might as well make a little bit more content, give them more good stuff to talk about, or at least stuff that's coming from your end. Like, hey, I know us contractors have a bad rap for XYZ. Here we do stuff differently. Like, why don't you do something like that?
Yeah.
And then you not doing the content, you're like, no, but we don't need that for us. You not doing that content, you're telling the consumer unconsciously that you're just like everybody else. That's what you're telling them. And you're like, no, that's not what we're doing. That's exactly what you're fucking doing.
Yeah. And people want, I mean, one of the like biggest problems, like people are like, oh yeah, like that sounds like a good idea. Cool. Let me shoot one quick video with my phone. I don't got that much budget or whatever. Let me just shoot it myself. And then they get discouraged because that video didn't do that well. Well, yeah, your first video, there's going to be multiple problems with your first video. Either you're not good at talking on camera, has it's shitty quality, or whatever it may be. And that's where it goes to what we're talking about, doing it consistently. Doing it consistently so more people can know about you. And further down the road, like your first video compared to your 100th video, can be completely night and day difference. Your first video, yeah, you're trying, but it's not really there yet. People aren't really convinced. And you just have to keep putting that content out there so then that eventually people start seeing your videos and they're like, oh, that's that guy who does roofing. Oh, that's the HVAC guy. And you build up your own credibility and people start talking about you, whether they're going to buy it from you or not. They could be hanging out with their friends or someone or their aunt or uncle or who needs that. And they'll be like, hey, I actually saw this guy on Facebook, this guy on Insta, and he's doing X, Y, and Z, and it seems like it's pretty good. So then they're going to be talking about you, like you said, regardless.
Hey guys, let's take a quick break from the podcast. We want to help business owners just like you stay competitive in today's marketplace. So for a limited time, we're giving you 10% off your next video project, whether it's a brand video, social media content, or ads. Just mention this podcast to get started. Let's get back to the show.
I want to go back to that point where you hit that. You said, like, you don't convince them, I guess you could say, at the beginning. And it's because I think it's one thing. And I dealt with it. Like, I'm open. I'll say it. Like, yeah, you're probably not 100% bought in at the beginning, like, because you're like, what if this doesn't work or whatever? So you don't have conviction behind what you're saying. You're not, like, really 100% believe that if they're not working with you, they're crazy. Like, that's how you should think if your product is really that good, like you said. And I think that's why they're kind of, like, just trying to tiptoe in the water a little bit, not trying to ruffle any feather, like, test, you just want to be nice. Mm-hmm. And that's why it doesn't work. And usually, probably at the beginning, it's probably a good idea that not that much people see it because it's probably not that good.
Yeah, honestly.
Which there's nothing wrong with using your phone to do your videos. Like, do it. It's better than not doing any of it.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get your message across, it's much more. We talk about it all the time. It's not just about the gear that you have while you're doing it. It's like, how are you utilizing the gear? How do you say it? How do you stand? You can be like, hey man, hope you're having a really great day. Or like, hey dude, pumped, hope you're having a great day. It's completely different things.
Yeah.
Two completely different things.
Yeah. And it's just like, for example, let's start today. Let's compare two businesses. They're the same industry, same everything. One of them starts doing video content to get their name out there, and the other one doesn't do anything. They might post the occasional photo online to show some of their work out there. At first, you might not see much of a difference. Like their pages might be the same size. The people don't know them anyway, so they're kind of getting maybe the same amount of traction. But if you look at them from a year from now, that business that put the time and effort to make video content to actually build that rapport with the potential consumers or just inform people about what's going on, they're going to be way further along down the line than the person who's just doing the bare minimum and posting the occasional photo out there. There's going to be a 9-day difference. So it's like, you're going to be, in a year from now, you're going to be there no matter what. So do you want to be further ahead by doing video content, or do you want to be further behind by doing nothing?
I think everybody wants to be further ahead, but they want it yesterday. It's like, they want it yesterday. So like, okay, there's a couple ways to get there. It's not going to be free. You pay with money, or you pay with time, or you pay with sweat. Like, you got to pay. Rent's due. And that's the problem. People want it now, but they don't want to pay. So then, like, do you really want it? Or are you just saying that you want it? Because I think more people are saying that they want it.
Yeah. I mean, we've dealt with people like that in the past. Like, they say, like, everybody says they want to grow, they want to make more money, but do they really?
Like, here's the map. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, I want to do it like fitness stuff. Like, okay, well, I want to do it my way. I want to eat this. This is like, well, dude, that's not going to get you where you want to go.
For example, like the Olympics just passed. They had the triathlon. Cool, you're going to swim for X amount of miles, then you're going to ride your bike for X amount of miles, then you're going to run for X amount of miles. People want to get to the final destination, but they don't want to do the swimming, the running, the cycling. No, they want to take an airplane and just get over there nice and easy. But that's just not how it is. It's gonna take some form of payment. How you're saying, either sweat, money, time, and people aren't patient enough to go through it. But in order to go through it and have that credibility at the end of it, you just have to hunker down and get your ass in there.
Yeah, and I think like so we're talking about like specifically doing the video content, but it just really depends. What's the content for? Do you want to drive sales? Do you want to just brand awareness? Do you want to be like just a funny TikToker? Like, what do you want to do? If you want to drive sales, you want to do stuff, you should probably implement some sort of strategy with it. If it's just a hobby, I mean, you do you. But if you want to do something else, like, don't complain when you have a solution right here and you don't want to do it. I mean, that's the definition of craziness. Like, I want this. You're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over. Like, oh, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And you're not doing anything different. Like, oh, it's not working, bud.
Yeah,
it's not working.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking about video specifically because obviously that's what we do, but it pertains to like other forms. Like, okay, you decide not to do video. Cool. How are you gonna get more people to know your business? You have to get yourself out there and do some door knocking.
Yeah,
go to the network events. Like, if you do that, more people are still gonna know about you than someone who's not doing any of that. Like, you don't necessarily have to do video. Obviously, we think that's the best form to do it and to get more people known about you, like, even faster. But you can still do those other things, and you'll still get your name out there.
Yeah, there's not just one solution. There's not just one path to be able to get to your destination. We're talking about this path, but there's not just one, and that's the problem. People just want to. They do a little bit of this, and right when they can do that break point, they stop.
Are there any negatives
of what?
Of more people knowing about you?
It depends what your intent. It depends what type of content you're trying to do and come across. Because yeah, there's going to be some shit talkers. If you do video, there's going to be some shit talkers. You should probably be ready. And if you're like not ready for that, like, okay, you should probably not put that much content. You don't put that much stuff out there. Because that's going to come with it. The more you can't do, say, 100 jobs, contractor jobs, landscape jobs, and 100% of them were happy. That's just not going to happen. There's going to be somebody that said like, I wanted the red roses over here and the green one, the red, something. There's going to be something always. So of course, there's always going to be negatives to it. They know you. The more they know you, there's going to be something.
And when you're starting out too, like if you start out and you're just trying to put all this content and you're trying to get like everybody to know you right away, if you don't do it the right way, that could also hurt you a little bit. It might set you back a little bit, like your credibility.
Because you'll get burned.
Yeah, like you think you're doing the right thing, but if it's like a brand new industry you're trying to do, like you're
branding yourself the wrong way too.
Yeah,
you can get rid of that. What they say, trust arrives on foot and leaves in Ferrari. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you fuck up, people are gonna find out.
So guys, that's it. Getting more people to know about you and your business is going to be some positives to it. It's going to be some negatives. But if you're ready to actually grow and get started today. Catch you guys on the next one.